Well, 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 if it isn't your favorite whiskey reviewer, family, friends, and strangers, welcome back to the Whiskey Wasteland for another edition of I Love Whiskey. Today, we have a limited release by this wonderful company here. But before I get into that, I have a disclaimer, number one. Number two will be after number one. Number one, you may hear some voices. That's my wife. She is on the phone. Sorry. Whiskey Wasteland is only so big. Number two, I have some sort of news. I am probably going to be very busy this holiday season, and I may not be able to get reviews out like I want to. With that being said, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to put out more reviews, less reviews. What I'm saying is it may not be on Saturdays like you all are used to. Today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I am putting this video out now. Happy review day, happy Thanksgiving. And now we get on to the review part. So, I want to thank you all first for being so awesome and understanding. This guy can only do so much, and it has been amazing. So thank you all for your patience and just tuning in to give any kind of feedback. And enough of that. Today, we have a limited release that was just released this month. I believe within the past 2 weeks. I happened to find the last one on the shelf at a local store here. And it is the Jim Beam Distillers Cut. You don't know how excited I am. Okay, so this is really exciting. I'm pretty happy to do this one. So the last one was Jim Beam as well. If you haven't watched that review, check that one out. I'm not going to be talking about the distillery in this review because by now you all should know about it. And if you have not been, what are you waiting for? Go! It's in Claremont, Kentucky. If you live anywhere near me, it may be a 45-minute drive. Maybe. And I'll pay for your gas. Just let me know. Maybe. Depending on what kind of car you drive. It's a V8? No. Or I'll go with you. 1 or 2. Anyway. Distillery, Claremont, Kentucky. That's all I'm going to say about it. If you have not gone, go. Great experience. I actually may have tasted some of this when I went to the distillery. It was completely unfiltered, straight out of the barrel. They had the barrel. They tipped it. I got to stick my finger, not in the barrel, but get some of the bourbon in there and just kind of taste it. And oh boy, was it good. Man. So, let's officially get into this review. I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. So excited. So, I said unfiltered. And here's what that means. So usually a bourbon goes through a chilling filter process, which involves forcing the liquid through a filter to remove all the fatty acids formed in the distillation process. Now, with this one, that is skipped. So you get all those fatty acids. You're going to see probably some cloudiness in this. Don't be alarmed. It's completely normal. That was my dog. Anyway, so, like I said, fatty acids probably going to be in there. It's going to be a little bit cloudy, dark, cloudy. It's going to look cool. Whiskey clouds. Why not? Hashtag whiskey clouds. You heard it here first. Jim Beam. I want 10% on every commercial, just so you know. So, price point on this, I believe, was $23, believe it or not. Yeah, that's another reason why I jumped on this. $23. Yeah. And it is actually aged 5 to 6 years. It says it right on the box here. Right there. I don't know know if you can get that, but if you can, good job. Huh. The ABV on this is 50%. Very high content. That means it's 100% proof. 100%. 100 proof. Alright, so I'm going to read the box to you. It says Jim Beam Distillers Cut. Jim Beam Distillers Cut is a limited run, unfiltered, aged to taste Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, personally selected by Master Distiller Fred No. Amazing man. This smooth, complex bourbon is his inaugural 2017 release, meant to be shared with friends and family. So happy Thanksgiving, friends and family. I'm sharing this with you. On the other side, it says Jim Beam Distillers Cut is only quality screened to remove barrel char pieces from the liquid. This does not change or lessen the flavor in any way. In extremes of temperature, it may appear a little cloudy. This is normal for a non-chilled filter whiskey. Word. And nothing on the back, just the Jim Beam label. This is an awesome box. It is very classic looking. I love this. So let's open the bad boy up. We'll put the box over there, and I can already see the dark cloudiness in here. Beautiful bottle. I just love Jim Beam. So pretty much on the bottle it just says limited release on here. Jim Beam Distillers Cut. It has the ABV 100 proof on there as well. It's a 750 milliliter bottle, and it says right there again, aged 5 to 6 years. So you do not see age statements on whiskey very much anymore. So this is kind of exciting in itself. It says genuine Beam bourbon unfiltered on this side, and on the other side it says Distillers Cut is a limited run, unfiltered, aged to taste bourbon, personally selected by Master Distiller Fred No. So the same thing on the box, and then it of course has the government warnings and all that good stuff. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink while you're pregnant. The usual. Hooey, I'm ready. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. And I do have a question for you all at the end while I'm opening this. But not right now. At the end. I just wanted to let you know it is not corked. It is a screw top, which is okay. I think the cork is cool because it just, but whatever. Alright. Let's look at the color here officially. And this is 100 proof, so I'm not pouring a whole lot. Holy moly, this is cloudy. Alright. So as you can see, it did not take a whole lot. Just enough to taste and enjoy a little bit tonight because I'm off work for a while. So we will say this is a cloudy, very cloudy. It is not very transparent like usual. As you can see, it's a cloudy one. Guys, this is really cool. So anyway, it's medium dark-ish. It's pretty dark. And I do see some stuff floating around in there. And I just cleaned this glass, so I know it's not the glass. The glass cling on here. Come on now. Sticks pretty well. Looks like, actually. Yeah, it sticks pretty well. Not that that matters. It's just interesting to look at. So, let's give this one a nose, I guess. Give it a nose. I'm getting sweet, dried fruits, vanilla, not much alcohol smell at all other than in the back, and it's a sweet, sweet alcohol smell. It's more dried fruits, maybe some dates, raisins, those kind of dried fruits, maybe some fig. Yeah, this smells great. Vanilla. You don't really get any kind of baking spices in this one. Definitely more of the dried fruity notes in this. So let's give this a taste. I am so excited. It's got some burn. It's a little warm. Delicious in flavor. Absolutely delicious in flavor. You get the sweetness, you get the char is definitely there. It doesn't burn going down, but it hits you a little bit. Okay. So that second one was good. It's 100 proof, guys. I mean, what do you expect? I can get tripped up every now and then. So, sweet fruits, dried fruits, just like I said, vanilla. It's consistent with the smell. So, I like that consistency. If I'm tasting what I'm smelling, it's going to make a good bourbon. So, you definitely, as I'm talking, you definitely can taste that unfiltered. Get that unfiltered. Let me take a taste just after cleansing. Man, that's a good one. That is delicious. Highly, highly, highly recommended. I may get as many bottles of this as I see. This is my favorite from Jim Beam so far. 100% absolutely. No questions asked. If you ask me in 20 years, what is your favorite Jim Beam product? Distiller's Cut will be in the top 5. Guarantee it. Consistent every single time. It just has all the flavors that I'm looking for. The dried fruits, the vanilla. Not too sweet. And it has a kick. Not going down. Just a little in the mouth. I mean, it's 100 proof, so it's got the high alcohol content in it. But it's not overwhelming. It's super smooth. Guys, this is super smooth. And it may be because of those fatty acids in there that just kind of help it blend together, sticks in your mouth. Definitely sticks in your mouth. This is one to absolutely, this is by all means a $50 or $60 product. Jim Beam, you've got yourself a deal. I'm telling you, deal. Let's stop rambling. Give this a rating. Do you all remember the E.H. Taylor review? Okay, yes? I believe I rated that a 96 or a 97. Gosh, there's nothing wrong with this one at all. I'm going to rate this a 98. This to me is perfect. It's better than the high dollar bourbons, and I would love to find another unfiltered whiskey just to match it with the Jim Beam Distillers Cut, just to see what else is around there, or at that price range, or even flavor, taste, what have you. This one's a winner. This one is an absolute winner. Highly impressed. Jim Beam, you've done it again. I applaud you. I applaud you. I applaud you. So, a 98. Guys, that is high. That is very, very high for a rating. Give me just a second here. I've got some closing notes. I do use a laptop to kind of go over a couple things, but most of the stuff is just here. So, a 98. It's a winner. 100% winner. Anybody that tries this, if you don't like it, you may be misled. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into some closing announcements. I want to thank my friend Bobby from Working Man's Whiskey. If you have not followed him or checked out his videos, go check him out. He gave me a little shout out on his 100th review. I'm not quite there yet. This is my 12th or 13th review, so I guess we'll get there someday. If you all decide you want to keep up and, be a part of the Whiskey Wasteland still. So thank you again, Bobby. We have to get together if you're ever out here. So to the closing. Oops. I was planning on, before I found this, okay? I was planning on doing the 3 value whiskeys, value bourbons under $20 of my choice. And that is what I'm planning on doing next. I had that lined up. I found this. I could not pass it up. I was so excited to try this. And good gosh, am I ever glad that I did, because it's amazing. So, with that being said, guys, I need you all to follow all of the social media pages, the Snapchat, the Instagram, the YouTube. I don't have a Twitter, and I'm not going to get a Twitter unless there is a high demand for it. I can't keep up with every social media there is. My Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Snapchat, that's already 4. That's quite a bit on top of everything else I'm doing. One man can only do so much, guys. So, follow those. Let me know the question that I have. I call this I Love Whiskey. I Love Whiskey Review is the name that I chose in the beginning. I've had some confusion with people trying to follow me, not knowing where to go. So, I ask you guys, do you want me to keep the I Love Whiskey name, or do you want me to change it to the Whiskey Wasteland? I need you all to let me know, because this is your baby just like it's my baby. You all tune in just like you could be doing anything else right now, but you're watching me. So I feel like you all should have a say-so in what I do as well, because without you all, I'm just doing this and I'm not talking to anybody but my camera here. So reach out to me, let me know what you want, Whiskey Wasteland or I Love Whiskey. And I believe, guys, I think that's it. I'm going to enjoy this one tonight. I've got the fireplace going right over here. And we might have some 9:30. All right. Well, guys, I'm headed out. Cheers from the Whiskey Wasteland.